Usually when you see me on the side of the screen, it means something. Today's no different. I have not done one of these in almost a quarter of a year. It's been probably at least, no, it's probably been way longer than that. It's been a long time since I've done a battle in general, but hey, what's up, guys? I can finally do these a little bit more regularly. I've got my equipment upgraded a lot. I'm speaking into a Yeti right now. The webcam is a 1080p one as opposed to a 720 one, which is really only going to be evident for people that are watching me on their big screens. Other than that, like, everything looks great. I've got a dual monitor setup that I've had changed slash upgraded since, you know, the last time I did one of these. But yeah, good things going on. I got my card coming in, and yeah, past two videos kind of explain a lot of stuff. I've been talking a lot on my Facebook about it, so if you're missing out on a lot of that, social media, as always, is in the description. Definitely keep yourself posted on a lot of my fronts. I'm probably updating all of the social medias in the bar below if you do want to follow any of them. But you know, that's enough about me. So you guys are here for battle. Today's game is actually against a lovely gentleman by the name of ShadyPenguinn. I happened to meet him in person at PAX. I think I had heard the name, but I had not watched any of his videos. And then somebody was like, "Oh my God, who's that?" And I was like, "That name sounds really familiar. I'm gonna go talk to that guy and figure out what's up." And I was like, "Hey, you know what? Between, you know, games, if you want an NU game, I'm probably gonna be in the Handheld Lounge all weekend." He's like, "We can have one right now." I was like, "Sweet." So we had an NU match, and we're gonna play that back for you guys right about now. Okay, so battle plan behind this. There really wasn't much of one, to be honest. I thought to myself, I want to use Articuno, which is why you can see it's the first thing right there. Lead Articuno. New meta? No. It's a freeze dry. It's an offensive freeze dry one with HP Ground and Hurricane, and I was like, you know what? I want this thing to be good. I really do. It's not going to do a lot of... not going to do a lot this game, to be honest, but other 5 things were just like, I'll just bring supporting cast. You know, I wanted to use Dust Socks because it's a pretty cool defogger. And I've got a couple of other things going on, but I mean, we'll get to them when we get to them. NBZ was the one that recorded this, and you only gave me 20 seconds. I usually do like 30 or 40. That's okay. I wanted something that looked good for today. Like, this is going to be more or less the standard that we have going on here. So if you guys are liking it, you know, drop it now. Drop that like now. Sweet. I don't want to stay in for lead sock. That doesn't sound like a fun idea at all. That Stone Edge does a little bit too much for comfort. I'm pretty sure I'm an Impish Garbodor as well, which is why I'm actually just going to go ahead and get out of here. And, actually, no. I don't think I switch. I don't switch. I think I, for whatever reason, go straight for a Gunk Shot. I do this thing where when I play people in real life, I completely... Actually, it's not even exclusive to real life. I'll look at the team preview, acknowledge what threats are and what I need to do, and immediately, as soon as I see the beginning animation, it's just like... What did they even bring beyond their lead? Like, I completely forgot this Quillfish even existed. I'm just glad I didn't waste, you know, a turn setting up Toxic Spikes, because I realistically wouldn't, you know, get a lot out of them. But I decided to go into Articuno. It's more or less a free switch, because I'm thinking he's honestly just going to set up hazards right now. The worst thing he probably could have done to me was go for a Waterfall or a Poison Jab, which I probably could have taken that reasonably well, especially if he was a defensive one. I'm thinking he's physically defensive, which is another reason I decided to switch right out to it, because I can go for a Life Orb. I believe that's a modest freeze dry. One-shots it. Beautiful, beautiful shit on my screen right now. If you haven't used freeze dry on anything yet, definitely recommend it. One-shots Ludicolo's, definitely something pretty cool to mess around with. For now, this thing comes in. I don't know why I stayed in. I really don't know why I stayed in. You could ask me this, like, the question. You could ask me the same question that day, and I would not give you a different answer. You'd be like, Eric, why did you stay in on the sock? I, to this day, don't remember why. It was dumb. I guess I was maybe hoping for the miss, or maybe I thought it was faster. I don't know. Maybe I thought it was timid and I'd blast him with the Hurricane or something. Whatever, it's fine. Decided to go out into Kecleon because I know I can fake him out and then follow it up with basically any other move I want to at this point. But I realize how hard I mess around with this thing because I can Shadow Sneak. It's not going to hit him. That's not what I'm worried about, though. I want him to not hit me. And on the Truant turn, or on the turn he switches out, I can just hit something with a Power Punch and get a nice boost going on. So I really wanted to do it one more time, you know, just do the Shadow Sneak and then the Power Punch, but I'm pretty sure he would have had a plan for it, which is why I just decided to go for the Sucker Punch right now. Plus, I don't know whether or not he's choiced. I do see Giga Impact, which is kind of an indicator that it can be, but honestly, you know, he definitely could have switched things up. It was not really anything, I don't know. My instinct was that he was choice banded, so as much as I should have, I just didn't. I'm playing it safe at the weirdest times, you know. With Articuno, I definitely should have switched it with Kecleon. I just should have gone for the aggressive play. So, hey, you know what? I'm kind of rusty. It's a work in progress, if you will. So, it's nice to see Sneasel and NU. I didn't really see it too much in previous generations. It's cool to see it now just because you do get access to knockoff, which is something that it actually does deserve. It gives it a little bit more stopping power for its attacks than it had in the past. You do have to use Ice Punch though, which as you can see, it took knockoff and 2 Ice Punches to knock me out. And I didn't get the paralysis on the body slam. I'm not that heartbroken over it. It definitely would have been nice because that way Kecleon could have just gone straight up, gone for a power-up punch. But I mean, it's really not the end of the world. I do still have Fake Out and other stuff, so it's fine. So I decided to go for a Fake Out right now. Looking at how well he's taking these things, especially because I'm Life Orb and everything I have on my arsenal is essentially Stab. He's definitely taken a couple of hits to take out. Right there, I did go for Power Up Punch because I knew that if he was rocking Ice Shard, he would want to go for it to out-prioritize me because Kecleon is a freaking priority machine. Out the wazoo. Anything you think of, except for like Vacuum Wave, and I guess technically Aqua Jet. It gets a lot of the other ones though, is my main point. And, you know, not priority Bravery. But I figured I would go for the Power Punch, and that way I could get one more good priority hit off. And then he brings in this thing, and I was like, okay, this thing probably... Do they get it? Yeah, they do get it. So they get Quick Attack. It's something I briefly forgot about. That's fine, even if it was a banded Quick Attack, which banded on Dodrio is something I do see a lot. Holy crap, I wonder if he had banded Slacking and banded Dodrio. That's terrifying. That's really scary. I go for an Icy Wind right now, just because I know I'm probably going to end up being faster than him in the first place, and even, you know, even if the Quick Attack connects first. Icy Wind will still do a lot, as you're going to see in a couple of turns here. But if he was Scarf Sock, he's now down to his regular speed. If he was regular Sock, he's down pretty low, and I can just go for Psychic on just about anything. So he figures, hey, you know what? He'll sack it, that we can get a safe switch into his Vespiquen. And this is not something I was expecting right here, because I normally see just straight up dedicated defensive sets on this thing, you know, an actual utility support set. I'm going to go for an Icy Wind right here, as he actually ends up going for a... Let me wait for it. I got a little ahead of myself there. He goes for a Tailwind, and it's at this point in the game where I was like, okay, he has this Dodrio, and I lost my only priority user, my only main abuser, which means now I basically get royally fucked. So, right there, if I really wanted to do something about it, I could have gone for Magical Leaf, which I know would have been kind of dumb, but it would have stalled out a couple of turns of Tailwind. And actually, I don't know if I really had anything to outspeed this thing in the first place. It was this. I think maybe this outsped. I probably could have played this out a little bit differently. What I should have done is I should have switched out to Dustox, and then I should have switched out to Malamar. I thought Malamar was going to be able to take one, which is why I basically just kind of threw the game right here. But he's just going to go for Brave Bird, and then Brave Bird on the following turn. I don't remember what Mr. Mime's base speed is or Dodrio's base speed, but it could have been a potential tie. He could have just outsped outright, or I could have outsped a little bit. I'm pretty sure Mime is either 90 or 95, and Dodrio is pretty much in the same boat as well. But as you can see, the Tailwind wears out on the turn where I have one Pokemon left, and I was like, okay, Malamar is at more or less full HP. I should be able to handle this, and unfortunately I don't, because this thing's just coming through. This thing just destroyed my team. So he pulled it back pretty quick there with the Dodrio, and it actually left him with a very close 1-0 victory. He was probably maybe 12 HP away from a tie thanks to the recoil. I didn't have any hazard setters or anything like that, but it literally only took a little bit more damage. So that was a pretty fun game, though. I definitely did have a good time with that one. It's a shame we didn't get to play any other games. I know he was trying to challenge the PAX Pokemon League, and he only got, I think he only got 7 badges, so he wasn't able to play me that weekend for mine. But yeah, that was a thing, I guess. That was a game. So if you guys enjoyed that, you can definitely leave a like rating on this guy. Make sure to leave your thumbs up on this one. Lets me know how much you guys want to see this again. I'm kind of hoping to get these going on consistently if you guys are going to watch them. So with that in mind, I do have I've had a couple of other things planned in the future. I've still been working on that Mega Man LP in the background. I'm going to upload it all once it's done. That way I can just queue it up and just be good to go. Showdown sessions will definitely be a thing around here. That way I can just take one day, record a lot of stuff, split it up, and we should be good to go. I've got a plan. I've got a team already worked out, so I'm probably going to take the time to record that tomorrow. I had Tommy's RPG thing generate me a cool one yesterday. So we're going to go with that, and I don't know. We'll see what happens from there. I still got a lot of other stuff coming in. Once again, thank you to NBC for recording this game for me. My capture card hasn't come in yet. It'll be coming in pretty soon. So I'll give you guys some updates from there as soon as I figure some more things out. Anyways, like I said, if you guys enjoyed it, go ahead and like, comment, do your thing, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.